Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? It is currently 4:37 p.m. on Sunday afternoon, and I'm sitting here sipping my coffee from brunch. Blueberry crumble today, my favorite, and it's been a good day. I got a lot of sleep last night, but I don't feel very rested. I don't know what's wrong. I'm kind of tired today. Last night, after I got done vlogging, I made a cheese pizza. They were like, I don't know if you guys remember those like Stouffer's pizzas from back in the day that were like, what do you call them? The French bread pizzas. They were kind of like that, but they weren't Stouffer brand. And they were 5 cheese and garlic. They weren't very good. And I ate one half of them, and I had some olives, and that was, yeah. And then, or did I have the olives later? I don't remember. But anyway, there were actually 2 episodes of Untucked, RuPaul's Drag Race Untucked. The first episode was really not like an episode of Untucked. It was just a lot of the girls coming into the workroom and like showing them before the workroom and stuff like that. So I watched that one, and then the second, they were each like 20 minutes long. And then the second one was the actual Untucked from the show, and I watched that and was so tired while I was watching them that after that I went to bed really, really early last night. Alex didn't stay at the casino for very long. How long did you stay at the casino? About an hour or so?
2 hours.
2 hours. He didn't stay at the casino very long. He spent like $60 and then didn't win anything and took it out and left. And then he went back to his friend's house, and they like played games and talked and stuff like that. So I went to bed. Radley and I went to bed early last night. I was just like really exhausted. I don't know why. And so I went to sleep, and then when he came home, I actually got up and I came down and I ate part of the other half of my pizza and olives, and I was watching just like some drag pageant stuff on my phone. And then I went back to bed, slept really well. We slept in this morning, and then we went to brunch to Cafe Pas de Choux, and he had his turkey chili, which yesterday I actually posted on my Instagram story so that people could see what the turkey chili looked like. And then we had coffee. I had my blueberry crumble coffee. Hold on a second. And Alex had his Cuban, like he always does. And I had the California Dreamer. I had the exact same thing that I had yesterday. California Dreamer, add Gouda, with an everything bagel toasted with cream cheese and butter. And then I had potatoes. But I ate my whole omelet, and then I ate like half of my potatoes and half the bagel. So I brought half the bagel home with cream cheese, and then half the potato, maybe more than half the potatoes. So I'll have a little snack later. And then I came home and I filmed a drama video, which is uploading right now over there. And I did, I'm doing some laundry because I'm going to a meeting with Tanya Jean tonight. And so I need to have something clean to wear. I'm washing some jeans and a hoodie and like a shirt. I don't know what I'm gonna wear tonight. It's actually a different meeting than we've ever been to before. Tanya got asked to speak at this meeting, so she was a little nervous about it, and she was like, do you want to go with me to speak? I was like, yeah, of course. I love to hear Tanya. She's like, I'm not a very good speaker. I'm like, Tanya, you're a great speaker. Like, people love to hear what you have to say, and she really is. And so it's called a lead when you share your story. And you're supposed to talk about like what it was like, what happened, and what it's like now. So you basically share like what it was like before you got sober, then getting sober, and like what you've done up to this point, and now what your life is like now. That's like what you do in a lead. But you can really share whatever you want to share. Some people just share what their life is like today, or they, talk about the steps, or, some people just talk about what it was like for them and how bad it was and things like that. Every lead is different, and I always get so much out of it. And so, I did talk to Tanya for a while last night because she was like, I just don't know. A friend of mine, when she gives a lead, there's a certain prayer that she says it's I think it's the 7th step prayer. And then she'll say out loud, God help me to share whatever it is you want me to share. And then she'll say, okay, like she takes a moment and then she'll say, okay, I'm ready to start. And I told Tanya, I said, just whatever you're supposed to share is what you'll share, And I haven't given a lead in a while. And because you give a lead like when you're asked. And so I got asked probably like a month ago, and it was on a night that I couldn't go. There was I had something else that we were doing that night, so I couldn't give a lead. But anyway, I remember my sponsor saying to me back in the day that there's three leads. There's the lead that you plan on the way. There's the lead that you actually give, and then afterwards there's the lead that you wish that you had given, right? So I always bawl my eyes out whenever I give a lead. I always cry my eyes out, and I always finish my leads in the same way. I read the last paragraph of page 164 from the basic text that talks about trudging the road of happy destiny, because it was so powerful to me when I first read it that, it talks about we will surely meet some of you along the way. And see, I'm getting emotional even thinking about it, just because at that point in my life, I never really knew what happy destiny was, or this idea of happy destiny or whatever. And so to just think that was possible, that I could have happiness in my life again, just seemed unfathomable to me. So anyway, I'm excited about it. I haven't heard Tanya's lead. It's been years since I've heard her lead, I think. So I'm excited about listening to it, and it really meant a lot to me that she asked me to go. Because sometimes you don't want your friends there to listen to you, because it's a little nerve-wracking. So it'll be fun. We're gonna go get a fountain pop afterwards, and Alex is taking me to her house, and then she's gonna take me home, and so that'll be fun. I'm excited about that, and I'm excited about going to a new meeting that I haven't gone to before, and maybe meeting some new people. That'll be fun. And yeah, and that's that. And then come home and just relax, and I don't know, watch something on TV or go to bed early. And let's see, this week I have my endodontist appointment. I think it's on Wednesday. And then I have my therapy appointment on Thursday. And then Alex and I have a marriage counseling appointment tomorrow night. So I'm going to have to get up a little bit early tomorrow so I can get everything done that I want to get done, so that I can get an Uber in time to get to the marriage counseling appointment in time. But it'll be fine. Yeah, and that's my week ahead. And yeah, other than that, I don't really have a whole lot. Alex is upstairs resting with Boo Radley right now. He's playing his game. And I think I'm going to vlog for just a short period of time. And then when I get done, I'm actually going to lay down for an hour and then get up and get ready to go to the meeting. So it'll be a good night. Yeah. And other than that, I said this yesterday, but I need to take down all this Christmas stuff this week and get it all cleaned up, and put it back down into the basement and get it organized. And I love our winter bedding, or Christmas bedding, but I also think I probably need to change that this week too, and put on some just regular bedding. I really like the fleece Pendleton blanket that we have. It's so cozy and warm. Boo Radley really likes it too. So I want to put that back on the bed. So I'll probably put just this gray, what do you call it? Comforter that we have, and then just some jersey sheets, and that duvet, or that blanket, that fleece blanket, and that'll be cozy for winter. I was actually looking at the weather last night or today. I think it was last night, and the next 10 days is not supposed to be super cold. It's supposed to be in the 40s and the 50s, which is bizarre for January in Indiana, you know, especially when we just had this cold front move in. I feel like when we were in Mexico, so many people were talking about this cold front that came through the Midwest, you know, and a lot of people had experienced it. No matter kind of like where you were in the United States, I felt like so many people had, you know, experienced it, whether they were from Texas or, you know, the Midwest or whatever. So I'm sure we will get another cold front that comes through, you know, this winter, but in the next 10 days, it doesn't look like it's supposed to happen. We're supposed to have some rain in the next 10 days, but it's really like gray and dreary out today. It's not a pretty day at all. I mean, it's a January day in the Midwest. But yeah, that's life. Life in the house of Peter Monn and Alex Paredes and Boo Radley. So many people commented that they were so excited to see Boo Radley in the video yesterday. Little guy. Aww. He's so sweet. When we went to sleep last night, he got up on Alex's pillow, and he like was sleeping on Alex's pillow until Alex came home, and he was so comfy. He just like sank right down into the pillow. He's so cute. Oh man. I was gonna watch that Knives Out movie last night. Did you finish it?
What?
The Knives Out movie, have you finished it yet?
Knives Out?
That Onion movie, the Daniel Craig movie.
Oh, I haven't finished it yet.
He started that on the plane and he hasn't finished it yet. I was gonna start that and watch it last night, but like I said, I was so tired. I was like, just go to bed. Sometimes like a little kid, like I fight it, you know, like I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna stay up, I'm gonna stay up. And then I'm just like, why are you trying to stay up? Just go to sleep. Just, you know, just go to sleep and get a good night's sleep. So, oh man. I'm still kind of tired today a little bit. Tanya was saying that she's always tired when she gets home from vacation for like the first couple of days. I don't know, maybe that's it. But it wasn't like our vacation was that strenuous, you know. I mean, we laid out on the beach and swam in the pool and the ocean and ate good food. And I was talking to a friend of mine on the phone just before I started vlogging, and they were saying something about like me saying that like when we meet people, like meeting people on the trip was so nice, but it's like hard because you don't know that you'll ever talk to those people or see those people again, you know. And so it's kind of sad at the same point. It's kind of like they were saying like it's kind of like what's the point and like meeting these people. But you know, it's interesting. Because I was like looking up these people's Instagram to see like what they're doing. Today's their last day. The couple that we met from the UK. Isn't today their last day? Aren't they flying back tomorrow?
I think so.
Yeah, I think today's their last day. And she had posted like this burst of pictures like on her Instagram and was like, and then she put pictures of us in there. And so she said something about like when it's finally over, you have to say goodbye or something like that or whatever. But meeting them was like one of the best parts of the trip. It was so fun, you know. Like I don't know, I was talking about that movie Lost in Translation, how it's those small moments when you meet people and the things that they say and the interactions that you have with them and things like that, that, you know, like you remember years down the road. I've met people that I live in Indianapolis with, you know, that like, I mean, there's people that I used to go to meetings with for just a short period of time. And, you know, we would say that we were going to stay in contact with forever. And I mean, they live 20 minutes away from me and I haven't seen them in years, you know. It's just like, I feel like that's kind of like life. And, you know, I think that really is the whole saying of people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And I mean, I think you have to kind of work at those lifetime relationships, you know. And I think that, I don't know, I think it's those interactions that we have with people that I think that make life really, really cool, you know? I mean, there were some people that we met on the trip that I just was like, it was funny because we met this couple just for one night. Like they were like with this other couple talking to them, like when we showed up. And the woman, like I started talking to her and she had obviously been diving into the wine for several hours because she was a little intoxicated. And she was like telling me how fortunate they were in life. I'll just say it that way. And kind of bragging about their life a little bit. But anyway, they were very nice. When they left, I was like, they were very nice, but they were a lot. And so we were talking about White Lotus. There was just a lot about this resort that reminded me, like people were talking about this, but the White Lotus resort, you know, especially the second season. And so when, what's the character's name? Why can't I remember that character's name? Do you know her name?
I don't know. There are many hers in that show.
The red-haired one, reddish blonde-haired one.
Daphne?
Yeah, so I'm talking to her and I said, oh my God, have you seen White Lotus? And she goes, I'm Daphne. And I go, you are? She goes, I'm so Daphne. And so we started talking, and her husband was like sitting probably 3 feet away in a chair talking to this other guy. And I was asking her about like the trainer, and I'm not going to give too much away, but anyway, the whole situation. And she's like, I'm Daphne. And I was like, are you trying to tell me something without telling me something? Like, I don't need to know that much about your life. You know what I mean? So anyway, it was funny, this other couple that we met, they were asking us, they're like, because we had stayed at a Secrets in Dominican Republic, and so they said that they had heard that like Secrets resorts were where a lot of swingers went. And this couple was like 29 and 30, they were real nice. And I was like, well, I haven't heard that. And they were like, so you didn't, like they were going to go there, and one of their parents had said that they had kind of heard it was for like swingers and stuff like that. And they said, so you didn't encounter anything like that? I said, no, but I said, you know, like at this resort, you know, I mean, we might have seen maybe like 2 other gay couples while we were there. I don't even know if they were gay couples, like, you know, whatever. But there weren't a lot of like, you know, you'd see like there was like one gay guy that was like with a group of girls. We saw him and he was doing the Macarena. And, but anyway, there were like, it just wasn't like, it wasn't like an anti-gay place, but there just wasn't like tons of gay couples and whatever, you know. I will say they were like, it was super safe and super friendly. But at Secrets, it was kind of the same way. And so I said, but we're not like the audience that I think like, you know, heterosexual swingers would be going after, which is funny because the New Year's that we had, you know, gone before, I think I've told this story on here. We had that couple that they were kind of like asking weird questions, and it was a heterosexual couple. And Alex and I, like, in retrospect, were like worried that we were going to get like kidnapped, and they were trying to like hook up. We didn't know. We were like, what is going on here? Like, this is so bizarre. Like, what's the end game here? Like, what are they trying to do? So I was saying to this couple, I said, like, we wouldn't know. Like, I mean, if this was like a big swingers organization, we would be the last people to know, because like nobody's trying to hook up with like a gay couple. You know what I mean? Because there's not, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, we didn't know that. But I had actually never heard that about like Secrets and stuff like that. I am known a lot of people that have stayed at Secrets and all of those different, you know, resort places. I've never heard that about any of them. So, but I said, you know, I have a feeling that there's a lot of couples that they're like went on vacation, like kind of like what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, you know, that when they're on vacation, it's like if something happens, it happens. And if, you know, we don't talk about it, and we like, I have a feeling that might be kind of the case. You know, there's a lot of couples that like hang out kind of by the swim up bar, and they don't ever really leave, and they kind of just become friends. I was talking to Tanya because there's so many people, like you can spot an American a mile away because they have the Yeti cups that they bring on vacation with them. And then they have like their margaritas that are filled all the way to the top, and they're Yeti cups, and they like get them refilled all day long. And, Tanya was like, I don't know what you're saying, but she's like, I always take my Yeti cup on vacation and I get Diet Cokes in it. I go, okay, Tanya. She's like, I like to get my Yeti cup filled with Diet Coke, and then I like to play beach volleyball. That's Tanya. That's her dream, is beach volleyball and her Yeti cup filled with Diet Coke. So, but anyway, it was a good trip. It was fun. And it's kind of weird because like everybody that we met on the trip is like, this is like the final people that we met that are like, they're leaving. Like everybody else is already home. Like the couples that we met on New Year's, like they're already home. And so this is the couple that we met on the beach, the younger couple. They flew out the same day as us. I think they left at like 6 and we left at like 2. So yeah. I just heard something. It sounded like somebody was knocking on my door. But I don't think so. Oh well. I'm peeling like crazy all over. My chest is like peeling really bad. I've been lotioning and all that. So yeah, so we're home and we're just relaxing, and Alex is relaxing and he has to go back to work tomorrow. Are you excited to go back to work tomorrow, babe?
Sure.
Sure. What time do you have to go to work tomorrow?
8.
8? Now, did you feel super hydrated after you got your IV hydration?
Yeah.
We were talking to this couple that we know at brunch. It's this older couple. They're really, really nice. And they always are there at the same time that we are. So we were talking to them about their New Year's and what they did and stuff like that. And they went to some Three Kings party last night they were telling us about. But anyway, I said something about like him getting this hydration thing and they didn't know anything about it. And the husband was like, so did you just like stay at home and drink a ton of water while he went and got the hydration thing? And I was like, yeah. Do you believe they work?
Yeah.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
Did it hurt?
What do you mean?
Does it hurt to get the IV things?
No.
What's it called, the place you go to?
Restore Wellness.
Restore Wellness. So Alex really believes in it. You can get like an immunity ones and everything, right?
Oh, yeah, you can get like vitamins and like anti-aging and all kinds of stuff.
So you could get all of your IV drips that you want to get over there. The last time that I went and I had my blood taken, she told me, I think I said this on here, they actually had to pull blood from my hand because I have veins in my hand that are pretty prominent. But she said, you don't really have any, and I don't, like I'm looking at them right now, like I don't have any prominent veins. I drank so much water. I don't know what it is, but she was like, didn't they not tell you like to hydrate, like overhydrate the night before? And I said, no. And she said, yeah, don't eat for 12 hours and overhydrate the night before. Your doctor never told you that. I said, I've never had a doctor tell me that. And she was like, if you really, really hydrate, it's easier for us to find veins. And I had never heard that before. So, I'm gonna have to get a blood test here in like 2 or 3 weeks, another blood test. So I'm gonna have to really, really hydrate like 2 days before that so they can find a vein, because they could, she was like, I don't want to go in and dig. That's what she said. And I was like, well, I don't even like the sound of that while I'm getting blood taken. The word dig, I don't want to hear. So she was like, well, I'm not gonna dig. So they ended up going in my hand, which hurt a little bit more. I mean, I've never had a problem with like having blood taken. I've had to have it taken all these years and stuff like that. I've never had a problem with it. I just look the other way. It just, the whole concept of it kind of freaks me out a little bit. So I just like look the other way and I'm fine. And then they're done, it literally takes 10 seconds and they're done, to, fill the different vials or whatever. But this one, like going in my hand, it kind of hurt a little bit. I don't know why, but it did. So, I mean, I guess they can take it in the hand if they have to, but I don't know what else to say. I don't really have a whole lot else to share today. I am still listening to the Misfortune book, and this week I really want to get into the reading a lot and physical copy books and stuff like that. And I'm really excited about reading the book for True Crime Book Club this month. I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited. I'm like into the Misfortune book, and it's really good so far. It's about a beauty pageant. Well, kind of about a beauty pageant. And so it's called, Swamp and Fortune or something like that. I can't remember. But Flame and Fortune, I think is what it's called. I really like it. It's really good. And then it's so funny, like reading those books. You know, I haven't read one in so long, and then it's like I start reading it again. It's like it just like feels like it picks up right where it left off to me. I love those characters so much. And then I'm really excited about reading the Courtney Summers book, which is I'm the Girl. Which I was actually like talking to her yesterday about like the book, because she was telling me more about the book and like how she decided like the background story. And it's interesting because she writes these fantastic thrillers, but they have so much intention and motive. Like there's so much purpose to what she's writing. And I was telling her that, I said, I think you're doing something in writing that not a lot of people are doing. Like you're writing these incredible thrillers, but at the same time, they have so much like purpose, you know, to them and intention. And I love that. And she was so sweet. She was like, I'm going to hold on to that comment. I really appreciate that. So I'm giving away a few free copies. Well, she's giving away a few free copies, signed copies. Go over and check out my BookTube channel. I posted that video yesterday. And yeah, I'm excited about reading that book. And then the new Blake Crouch book, I'm really excited about reading. I'm also going to try to finish the other Misfortune book, so I get totally caught up in all of that. I have an Andrew Mayne book to read. I have like 10 books that are like on my, like, I have like tons of books to read, but I have like 10 books that are like my must reads right now. And the next, what's her name? Sunrise, I can't think of her name. But anyway, Bad Day for Chardonnay. Anyway, I love those books. The newest one, the third one, came out last year. And so I have that one that I downloaded. And I want to listen to that. So I would really like to start walking this week. I know I keep on saying that. But look, this is my week that I would really like to start walking and listening to those books. I really did not have a hard time just laying on the beach listening to audiobooks. Like I really thought that I wouldn't listen to any audiobooks at all. But I didn't have a hard time doing that at all. And in fact, finishing the Simone St. James book, I just was like I think it was the first day that we were laying out. I was like, I'm going to finish this book. And I sat there and I think I had like 2.5 or 3 hours left of the book to listen to. It actually was really good. Like it was a really good book. I mean, I think I gave it 4 to 5 stars on Goodreads. I think had I read it like all together in one setting, I would have really, really loved it. Instead of it taking me 6 months or 8 months to read or something like that. I think it was 8 months, but it was a good book. I was kind of surprised at how much I really liked it towards the end. And I think it was because I listened to it so quickly towards the end. But what it taught me was that, I mean, if I was just sitting around here cleaning up, taking down the Christmas tree, cleaning up the kitchen, I mean, stuff that I do for an hour or two every single day, and I just listen to my audiobooks, like I think I would really love that process. So, because I do a lot of that in silence. I used to always have like a movie on in the background, and I think I just need to put my AirPods on and just have that be the time that I listen to, a book every day, and then get my butt out on the street and walk, for a half an hour or so every day and listen to an audiobook. And I think that will get me excited about the whole process of reading again. So, yeah, I'm excited about it. And then I have a couple physical copy books that I'm going to read. But I'm already one book down. Did I read that before New Year's, or was that? No, I don't think I have a book finished yet for 2023. Oh, I set my, my phone is over there. I set my Goodreads goal, I think at 62 or 64. I did like half. So last year I made it like 64. So I was going to do like 62. So like half of that, like more than half of that. So I think I did it I did 64. I don't know how I came up with that number. I don't remember. But, because I ended up, the year before I had read like 110 or 112 or something like that. So I was like, that's like 55 books or something. So like round it up to 60 and then add 2 and whatever, because I was going to do like 102 or whatever. I wasn't going to try to do 102 like on my first year back, because I'm trying to still get back into reading or whatever. So, yeah, I will hopefully get back into the realm of reading, and we'll see. I think that's like what, like 5 books a month or something like that I have to read. I should easily be able to do that. And I think the next book that I read should probably be the book for a true crime book club, because I want to make sure that I get ahead of that and I'm not like down to the wire trying to like listen to it. And you know, but Mel said it was really good. She said she'd started. She said she picked a really great book. She was like, I picked a really great book. I was like, okay, Mel. It stopped. Which, by the way, Mel just sent us a huge box. She made Alex and I each like 4 pairs of socks. She crocheted us. They're so beautiful. They're so fantastic. I love them so much. So anyway, all right, I'm going to get off here now so that I can get this vlog rendered, and then I can start getting ready. I heard that the washer stopped, so I need to put my stuff in the dryer so I have something to wear for tonight. And I'm going to get off here so make a little shorter of a vlog today. And thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. And I love you guys. And I hope that you're having a magically amazing Sunday and you're getting refreshed, renewed, rejuvenated, and relaxed for the week ahead. And if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. And remember these 3 very important things. 1, you can start your day over whenever you want. 2, practice random acts of kindness, but shh. Don't tell anyone. And 3, most importantly, make sure that you reach out to somebody and let them know how much they mean to you. Be putting a smile on their face, changing their day possibly. You might just be cheering them up and making them happy. And it's free, so why wouldn't we want to do that? And also be kinder to one another, love one another a little bit more, and be kinder and love yourselves a little bit more. And I love you guys so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love you. Oh, and for those that need to hear it, and those that want to hear it, and those that just happen to stick around, one more, I love you. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Love you. Happy birthday, Lena.